Hello guys, this is Gordon Pottipati. Welcome to the first part of Angular 10 tutorial. In this series of tutorials, we are going to cover from very basic to advanced Angular concepts along with Angular material for designing. I am going to create tutorials for upcoming Angular versions as well. What is Angular? Angular is a TypeScript based open source web application framework led by Angular team at Google. It is a complete rewrite from the same team that built Angular.js, and it is a component based architecture. What are components? Components are kind of building blocks in Angular application development. It represents a logical piece of code. We'll discuss more details of components in our subsequent tutorials. What is TypeScript? TypeScript is a primary language for Angular application development. It is kind of superset of JavaScript. In general, browsers can't execute TypeScript directly. Hence, TypeScript must be transpiled into JavaScript by the TypeScript compilers. This process is called transpilation. Let us get into some of the key benefits of Angular. Code reusability. The component-based architecture of Angular makes the components highly reusable across the application. And simplified unit testing. Being independent of each other, the components make unit testing much easier and faster. Improved readability. The consistency in coding with components makes reading the code much easier for new developers, which adds the increase in productivity. Ease of maintenance. The modular nature of Angular makes the developers can effectively divide the code into modules. This allows the easy maintenance of app functionality and create reusable chunks of code. Let's get into the releases and versions of Angular. In recent times, Angular major versions are released twice a year, and minor releases in between 1 to 3 months. And all the patchworks are frequently getting released. And why Angular 3 is not there? Angular team was facing some versioning issues internally with their modules, and due to conflicts they had to move on and release directly Angular 4. Let's get into some of the prerequisites to learn Angular. A working knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript or TypeScript is required. You don't need to be an expert in TypeScript, but a familiarity with OOPS concepts such as classes, interfaces and constructors is required. Alright, with this information, let's set up Angular environment in our next tutorial.